Hello, this is Tuesday and I'm going to talk. So this is Jason talking on Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. Yesterday was cloudy and gross. I was thinking of taking my tablet, using it to record some videos and going to a park on the other side of the station called Shikinomori Park. I've made a few videos there before. It's a nice park. It's really big. It's just a bit of a walk. So it's about 10 to 12 minutes from here to the station on foot, and I walk about 1 kilometer in 10 minutes, and then it's another 2.3 or 2.5 kilometers from the station to Shikinomori Park. So that's 30-40 minute walk from here to the park, so 3+ kilometers. But it's a nice park. It's really big. There are probably still some trees that are just changing into their autumn foliage. So if it's sunny tomorrow, I'll try to go there in the late morning, and that will give me a reason to get up and get moving, because I don't have any schedule that I'm following. I don't have any routines. So I remember routines from when I was working, which seems like a long time ago. Get up at this time, eat my breakfast, put on my suit, get out the door, teach all day, come home, do my nighttime routine. Then Saturday after work, go to the dry cleaning shop, drop off my suit, get it cleaned, pick it up on Sunday, and then Sunday, Monday, I would be off and I would do whatever I felt like. Then Tuesday, restart. And I'm getting the same trains in the morning, getting the same trains at night, coming home. Saturday was an earlier shift, so getting up earlier, sleeping very little Friday night because it was a really big, change. Starting work at 12:50 on weekdays, but then starting work, my first lesson at 9:30 on Saturdays. So, like you work like this, like if you're a normal worker from 9 to 5, 9 to 6. So mine was the same, but it started around 1. So instead of 9 to 6, I'd work from basically 1 to 10, like that. So imagine working 1 to 10 and then suddenly working like 9 to 6 the next day. It kind of robs you of your sleeping chance because your body gets into a rhythm. So that's like if you work from 9 to 6 and then, except one day a week, you work from 4 to 2. It's just kind of stupid. My first company in Japan, Geos, wasn't like that. Saturdays were a bit earlier than weekdays, but only a couple hours, not like 3 or 4 hours earlier. So, yeah, Saturdays were a bit tiring, and I would crash really early Saturday night and then wake up stupid early Sunday morning and just go back to bed and erase my sleep debt. But anyway, I don't have any routine I'm following now, so I need a reason to get up and do stuff. Now, there are 2 things I want to show and 1 thing I want to explain in this video. So I'm going to explain the thing first. I mentioned in my last video that I got a smartphone, and a lot of people said, "Oh, you finally got a smartphone." Now, I love technology. I love reading about technology, and I built my own PC. I have my nice digital camera. I'm getting used to using various kinds of software on my computer. But the reason I didn't want a smartphone is because when I go out, I'm not available. People can't find me. People can't call me. So I do want to be in a situation where I can just relax and not have anyone trying to reach me. And there are too many times when I would meet people and we'd be in a cafe and then they'd go, "Oh, just a second. Just a second. Okay. I'm here. I'm in front of you. This is face to face, in person. This can wait. This is not crucial. It's only a few seconds, but so many times while we're trying to have a conversation, the person I'm with, and this is not one person, this is so many people, would just suddenly not be there because they're in their phone, because someone else is sending them a message or trying to contact them. And it's usually something really trivial. So I remember before cell phones and things, even existed. You'd call someone's house. If they didn't answer, you'd leave a message and they're just not available, and you'd wait for them to get back to you later. Or if they had email, you'd send them an email. They'd read it when they got on their PC and they would answer you later. But with smartphones, people just expect you to answer right away. And people feel like they should answer right away. So you can't really be present in the moment with the person you're with if you have this in your hand. Now at home, maybe this is in a different room. Actually at home, when you're talking to people, you can be with them. But when you're out, and in Japan, people usually don't visit each other at home. They go out, they'll go to a restaurant or a cafe or something. And the people I'd meet would just disappear for, brief moments during our interaction. And I didn't want to be like that. So people said, hurry up and get a SIM card. But if I get a SIM card, I might not tell anyone my line ID. If I get Line is a messaging service really popular in Japan. I probably won't share my phone number with anyone. If people want to call me, they can call my house, my landline. And if I'm not available, they can leave a message and I'll get back to them later. But if they want to message me, they can message me, But again, I won't have this in my pocket all the time. But it is useful. I want it for the map. I want it for the camera. I want it for the SMS system so that I can get this 2-step verification, authentication that I need for certain internet services. That's the main reason I want a smartphone. And my niece, Darlan, DJ, shout out to DJ if you're watching this, told me that her significant other has a 5 gigabyte service and he's never maxed it out. So I feel better about going for the 3 gigabyte now, because I'm definitely not going to be a heavy user with this thing, when I'm out wandering around, if I even take it with me. I do have to buy a case. I've looked at cases on Amazon Japan, so I will get a case for this probably this week, and then try to get a SIM card this week too. But yeah, anyway, that's the situation why I don't have a SIM card yet. I've turned it on. I can use my Wi-Fi at home. This works for internet-related things. I just don't have the telephone things, like receiving SMS messages. Other than that, I can use it for whatever I want. Just like my tablet. My tablet's big. It's hard to carry around. This is small. It's in my pocket. But this should be functional by the end of the week. Now, the 2 things I want to show you. Number 1 is another toy, my nice mic. This is the classic Blue Yeti that every YouTuber used to get back in the day. It's got a really nice sound quality. On the user interface that you can download, there are so many preset audio settings that you can plug in, like broadcast quality 3, which is very resonant, and there's also an AM radio setting that sounds very tinny, very if you remember AM radio, it sounds like that. And there are other ones too, like echo chamber and robot voice and spooky sounds. So I might try to set up something on my PC and go through the different settings and record a video showing how all the different voice settings sound. But this is what I use for my English lessons. I tried it with my web camera mic, which doesn't sound great. Even for Skype calls or online calls, it's not that great. My tablet sounds better. But this one sounds really good. I'm happy with this one. I'm still playing with it. I don't know all of the things it can do or what settings. There are different settings on here, and there are other settings in the software. But right now, I've got it to a point where I like how it sounds. And the other thing I want to show is this. It is Mikan season. Mikan is Japanese for, I guess we'd call them mandarin oranges, or when I was young they were just called Christmas oranges. And these ones are triple L, so 3 large. So these are pretty good size ones. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oranges. And this was about $3 for 6 oranges, so 50 cents an orange. And these are big. You know, this is like 1.5 of the next size down. So this is the size I like. This is a nice orange as a supplement to my breakfast when I have toast and yogurt and stuff. So I love these. I've got a bunch in my fridge too. So I finally found the 3L ones that I like. They'll be around until probably March. So I've got 4 months to enjoy Mikan season. So those are the two things I wanted to show, the oranges and the mic, and then explain about my smartphone and my SIM card. Now, one more thing. Some people said the beard looked nice. Some people said I looked like Santa Claus. Santa Claus. His beard is much longer and much whiter than mine. I don't think I look like Santa Claus, but it's getting fuller and fuller. It's just so white. So, again, if anyone has any grooming tips, I did some maintenance around here because my mustache part was getting in the way when I was eating. And I understand when I watch movies and things, when people have a full mustache or a beard and a mustache and they eat and they clean off their mustache when they drink coffee or eat something. So I don't want to get like a minestrone soup colored mustache or anything like that. Now, one thing I did the last couple of days was try to clean out my list on Netflix. And let's just check. Weather, Celsius.
Right now in Yokohama, it's 10 degrees Celsius and cloudy. Today, it'll be cloudy, with a forecasted high of 10 degrees Celsius and a low of 6.
Yeah, this says 60% chance of rain, and tomorrow may be the same. So tomorrow might not be the trip to the park. Thursday might be. Thursday is supposed to be up to 20 degrees. So Thursday might be the day to go out and take a walk. But anyway, on Netflix, I was clearing out my list and The Fable. One movie was called The Fable. And it's one of those rare times when a Japanese movie actually has English subtitles. You know, and I mentioned in a previous video that the anime frustrates me a lot because there'll be English subtitles in the preview. When you click on the video itself and you go to the language options, no English at all, only Japanese. But this is a Japanese movie. I don't think it's a Netflix co-production, but for some reason it has English subtitles. Now, the main actor is Junichi Okada, and he was a member of a boy band called V6. And I tend to stay away from movies that feature members of Johnny's. Johnny's is the name of the entertainment agency that basically manufactures these boy bands, these endless boy bands. And there were big scandals recently. If you look up Johnny's, just like the name Johnny's, Johnny, I guess apostrophe S, Johnny's. If you look that up on Wikipedia, you can find information about those scandals. I won't get into that here. But anyway, Junichi Okada is the main character. And I actually watched the second movie first. I didn't realize there were two. And they're not labeled like number 1 and number 2. They just have The Fable and like a subtitle. So the first one, called The Fable, was released in 2019. And it says, an elite gun for hire is forced to lay low and not kill anyone for a year. But underworld figures start to threaten his newly calm and quiet life. And the second movie is called The Fable, The Killer Who Doesn't Kill. For this legendary assassin, just living a normal life was challenging enough. Then a young woman from his past reappears in need of protection. So I watched the second one first, the one about the young woman from his past in need of protection. And that was released last year, 2022, I believe. And yeah, I thought the premise was interesting. And the action scene in the trailer looked interesting. So I watched the second movie first, but it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter which order you watch them in, basically. But yeah, I was very impressed. You know, I thought parts of it were quite funny. The main character is very interesting and very appealing. There's a certain charm to the performance and to the way the character is written. There are some Japanese aspects of it that are recognizable, but at the same time, it's not really culturally dependent. You don't have to know about Japanese culture to understand what's going on. I think the second one has much better action set pieces, especially the scaffolding fight. The first one doesn't have that much action in it, really. The ending is a bit by the numbers with the action scene. The second movie, it's much more inventive, much more creative. But both of them have very nice stories. There's kind of a supporting character who is kind of like this assassin's handler, and they're a team. It's a woman, and then they're both sent to live this quiet life and not kill anyone for a year. And she's quite interesting. And they don't explain the backstory. They don't explain their relationship. It's based on a comic book. It's based on a manga, I think. And I believe there's an anime series that's going to be produced coming out next year, which might mean they don't make a third film. I'd love to see more live action of this. This actor's been in other things, and I'm familiar with this director as well, so I'm a bit disappointed I didn't give this movie a shot later, because totally worth watching. If you've got The Fable and The Fable, The Killer Who Doesn't Kill, on your Netflix, give it a watch. You might like it. I was very impressed. Anyway, I'll stop this video for now. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to try to make a video a day this week. Why not? I got the time. Anyway, see you next time.